All right, let's see what we got here. Hey, like a spoonful of sugar, but a pinch of salt. All right, a pinch of salt weighs 0.36 grams. How many pinches of salt? So for each one pinch, 0.36 grams, one pinch. How many pinches of salt? Oh, we're looking for the number of pinches. Would you need if a recipe called for this many molecules of salt? Oh dear. All right. So this is the number they're starting us out with. So we're ending up with molecules. Okay. And we need to get all the way to the number of pinches. All right. So let's go backwards. Well, look at this. If we had grams, could we figure out the pinches? So we could, if we knew a certain grams, a weight of everything, couldn't we divide it by the grams per pinch? Just like with the, I forgot what that lab was. The one where you found the weights of everything. Oh, the jelly bean lab. That wasn't jelly beans. That's the one. So if we knew the weight of one, you divide it by everything. You could find that in the number of jelly beans. Same thing here. So if we had the grams, couldn't we figure out the number of pinches using this conversion factor? You betcha. All right, but now we got to go from molecules to grams. Wait a minute. Well, if we had moles, couldn't we go from moles to grams? Why, yes, we could. And can't we go from molecules to mole? Yeah. What's that conversion factor? It was on the board. Remember this? 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd of anything, any particles, is equal to 1 mole of particles. And in this case, the particles can be the molecules of salt. Molecules is also in quote because NaCl is not really a molecule, it's discrete. It's actually NaCl, NaCl, NaCl. So, but we keep them together. One Na and one Cl are always together, so we just kind of treat them like they're one molecule. More on that later. All right, so we got to convert from molecules, right, to moles, moles to grams. And then we can go from the grams, and then we can figure out, using this, to figure out how many pinches are in there. So let's do this part first, and then we'll do this part second. Okay. So start out with the number of molecules. When lost, just start out with the amount. What about this 0.36? Isn't that the amount? Well, if you look at it, it's a conversion factor. If a pinch of salt weighs this many grams, that's a conversion factor. So that's a tool you'll be using later on, so save it. All right, so let's get started here. 1.855 times 10 to the 22nd. I'm going to put a caret on here. Molecules of NaCl. Okay, so we got to go molecules to mole. And then we got to go moles to gram. Gram of NaCl. And if you forgot that NaCl was salt, oh, it says it right there. Well, I think I forgot it in the last test, but look at me modifying. So let's go from molecules NaCl to moles. Okay, so molecules to mole, and then moles to gram. All right. How many molecules in 1 mole? Well, that's it. 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd. That's an avogadzillion, a mole. Okay? That's how many molecules in 1 mole. And how many grams are in 1 mole? Well, you add up Na, add up Cl, the molar masses, and you end up with something like 58.44 grams of NaCl. Do the math. Probably in your calculator something like 1.855 times 10 to the 22nd, or even better in your calculator, 1.855 e to the 22nd times 1 times 58.44 parentheses divided by 6.022. Use the e, folks. Exponent e to the 23 times 1 is equal to, would you believe it? It's actually 1.8. I know I did that on purpose because it's kind of crazy. Look, 6, 12, anyway, just messing with you. 1.8 grams of NaCl. All right, so that's the total. That's how many molecules. So if someone asks you, hey, can you give me 1.855 times 10 to the 22nd molecules of NaCl? There it is, 1.8 grams. No problem. All right, cool. And look, it's a coincidence that it's similar to 1.8 because look, it's 6, and this is about 6, so the numbers are similar. At any rate, so now all we have to do is figure out, this is the weight of all the salt. Let's see how many pinches are in there. So this is the weight of all the salt. We got to figure out how many of these little pinches are in there. Okay. So 1.8 grams of NaCl, and then we got to convert it to number of pinches. Always really guided around the answer. How many pinches? Your answer has to get you there. So this is grams of NaCl to a pinch. How many grams per pinch? Something like 0.36. Actually look that up. That's actually an official weight for a pinch of NaCl. Who knew? This times this times this. Well, this times this divided by this is actually about 5. What? Yeah, 5 pinches of salt. So when someone asks you in molecules, you know how to calculate it.